This is Roaring Kitty, one of the greatest traders to ever exist, making a 92,000% gain on one given stock. Why am I starting the video with this is because if you are planning on positioning yourselves for a move in GameStop or AMC, I'm going to tell you right now to do it before market close. Nothing I say is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I am in call contracts on AMC and GameStop and have doubled my position today. The move is not over. What is going on, guys? Lottery Socks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Now, I know many of you guys have probably heard, yeah, GameStop dropped 45 million share dilution. I'm going to tell you that there's no significance to this. GameStop selling imbalance short is near 1,000%. To dilute 45 million shares is a drop in a bucket and won't have meaningful impact on the overall short position. And in exchange, the company gets massive capital intake. GameStop will shine. That's right, GameStop can raise around $1 billion at these prices. Hard to argue not to do it. Shares are trading all over the place in pre-market, bouncing around between $22 and $31. GameStop made an alright move here, I'm not gonna lie. AMC already diluted twice on these runs. Does that mean the run is over? Absolutely not. Now I got something really exciting that I'm going to talk about in the middle of the video that I've been excited about for a very long time. But I want to cover what's happening really quick with AMC and GameStop, my take before we start the week, the data that just came out and was reported on it, and who is shorting these stocks because short sellers are fighting back. We saw over a 60% decline in 2 days on GameStop and AMC. So without further ado, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn post notifications on. Citron Research's Andrew Left announced he is shorting GameStop again, despite having previously incurred a 100% loss from a similar position. Now, why am I bringing this up and why is this so significant? Somebody is purchasing GameStop calls at $100 strike or June 21st. Okay, we talked about $100 calls being recently purchased on GameStop, but I'm going to explain the significance of this. If you come take a look at GameStop's options chain, a lot of the options data actually has been removed. Short sellers incurring a similar position are going to get scared out of their positions, and it's going to potentially happen in after hours as soon as buyers end up coming in and the volatility dries up. I'm going to tell you that right now. AMC, we saw a drop in short interest according to Ortex down to 14.92%, which again I'm going to tell you also inaccurate. We see the short volume exceeding 300 million on AMC as well as GameStop. Short exempt volume almost 2 million back to back for GameStop as well. They are illegally manipulating and dropping the prices of these securities. Short exempt volume 2.6 million for AMC, up from 6.5 million, and then previously 4 million and 7 million. Okay, the time you've all been waiting for, getting into the charts. AMC on the day is down 5.82%, trading at 437. Exactly came down to our price target at 435 and is building a base. That is exactly why I doubled down on my AMC call position. GameStop, however, snapped through our first line of support, which was at $25. Came down and is holding this ascending trend line. Now this tells me, right, making higher highs and higher lows, that this little squeeze you saw here up to around $80 was a drop in the bucket because it came back down and it held. There are still eyes on this stock and there is still a ton of buying pressure that is about to come in. Okay, the one thing that would invalidate a run on GameStop in my opinion is a break under 18 and a full candle close under that level. 18 is that next support level that I'm watching, that crucial support for GameStop. Now if you look at GameStop on the 5-minute time frame, you can see we rallied pre-market, sold off pre-market, sold off pre-market, sold off pre-market, and once again sold off pre-market. What is this telling us? This is telling us to position ourselves before the weekend, before Monday, because you have an after hours and then you have a pre-market on Monday after all of the talk around GameStop is going to bring in more attention over the 2-day weekend. This is going to be big. I think the buying pressure is going to come back in. I think it's going to push GameStop back above at least to $60, maybe even surpass $100 as soon as we start the week. And that's what I see coming for AMC and GameStop. AMC specifically coming back up to minimum $6.30 to $9. Anywhere in this range I see AMC coming right back up to. If AMC breaks the recent high that it jumped to at $12, I think, in my opinion, it's going to $20. $20 is going to be the target for AMC, especially if GameStop hits 100. Now, something that I have been extremely excited to talk about, guys, lock in here, because if you have watched any of my videos, you know exactly the way I chart. I find patterns, I find cycles, and I find technicals to show us where the prices are going to go. My own indicator is out and it has been created. I'm going to leave the link at the top of the description. This is pattern detection forecasting. My own indicator is now live where you can get access to it. As you can see right down here, you may have seen it while I was talking about GameStop. This is on the small time frame. It gave us a wedge, it gave us a breakout and a price target on GameStop. This is just some of the little things that it does. This is it on the macro perspective for the SPY, giving you a pattern breakout and a price target, and then a forecast in which here are some of the edits that you could make. So you can change this to a smart target instead of a measured move. You can change the macro to big, medium, or small. And then you can also change the shadow box type to bring it down to a shorter time frame, a shorter day window, okay? And it will edit this accordingly. As you can see right here, in the next 27 days, the SPY is likely to come up, cap out at 560 and retrace back down. And this is just one given stock that I'm showing you an example on, okay? Guys, this indicator is extremely cool. And if you have been enjoying the way I chart out things, please go get access to my custom indicator right now. Okay, I want to talk about the SPY really quick, trading at 529.43, up 0.14% on the day. Yesterday, what did we call out? We said that the SPY, I expect some consolidation here instead of sort of a pullback. What did we get? We're getting some consolidation, some sideways trading as soon as we hit this ascending resistance level. Now we have some catalysts coming out next week that we're going to cover over the weekend, so make sure to have post notifications on. However, I would be watching for a break above this trend line around 532.50, and that would bring us up to 535, then 543.75, and then essentially into this zone up here where we cap out at between 5,500 and 5,600. Now keep in mind, this can all happen over the next 2 months or so, but I anticipate it will be less. Money is flowing into the markets, money is flowing into memes, and money is flowing into crypto, which is going to bring us into crypto. In a minute, I'm going to show you guys a play that ran 10,000% squeezing short sellers that was called out in Discord before it happened. But first, crypto. Bitcoin ETF inflows in May have already offset April's outflows, and $2.1 million worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum options expired today, and Bitcoin is rallying, breaking above 67,000, building support at 60K, then 64K, and continuing to rise. I think next week is a green week and the week after, bringing us above 68K, bringing us above potentially 72, which is very close to the all-time high, and then I would be watching 80 to 82K on Bitcoin. Tesla, we said this thing is going to break out. Eventually, it may come down and get another retest at 166.75, so keep that on your radar. But we did enter calls. If we get a full candle close above 176, a candle open and close, that will be extremely bullish for Tesla. Watching for that move all the way up to 196.95 and then eventually 230 over the next couple of months as well. Nvidia is about to report earnings next week, and we got the pullback that we had drawn out, and I expect it to spring off of this level and continue to climb to at least 973 and eventually up to 1100 and 1300 when the SPY caps out as well, again over the next couple of months. Okay, last but not least, 10,000% runner FFIE. This was called out in Discord. I can show proof right here on the screen. Shout out to this person for calling it out in Discord. If you're not in, that link is under the video. But remember to press the top link and start using my indicator, guys. Thank you for all the support you've been showing me. I apologize on the late upload. I was busy this morning. I uploaded a couple YouTube shorts if you want to go watch those from what I was doing this morning. And I did see a Cybertruck today, so that was also awesome as well. So shout out to Tesla. That is it, guys. Let me know your thoughts on AMC and GameStop in the comments down below. Are you in calls, or do you think this thing is over? Comment diamond hands in the comments down below if you are holding over the weekend any sort of contracts or shares. Love you all. Lottery Stocks out.